Hi folks, my name is Heraclito Brito and I will teach you Brazilian Portuguese. It's a free course with the weekly class. The name is Total Communication, and that name is because of our approach, a natural way to use the language. No attachment to any specific order of the grammar rules, okay? No attachment. We will follow the natural way. Let's observe the way children around 7 years old talk. Okay? They don't dominate grammar rules, but despite that, they use all verbal tenses, prepositions, adjectives, etc. What's the big deal? They just saturate the basic structures of the language. It's just a matter of memory. Let's consider one fact. To learn a language, we just need memory. We don't need specific reasoning to know the meaning of a word. No. For example, the word blue, it means azul in Portuguese, okay? Red means vermelho. Car means carro. So, as you can see, you just need your memory. That's all. Okay? You don't need reasoning. No way. So let's get started. Okay? Our course, Total Communication, Lesson 1, Page 1. Okay? In Português, we say Comunicação Total. Lição 1, Página 1. Okay? We have in letter A, we have basic grammar, articles, which means gramática básica, artigos in Portuguese. Okay? All right. Let's see our page 1 then. In number 1, we have there definite article, the. Okay. As you can see, the has 4 meanings in Portuguese. The reason for that is that in Portuguese, okay, we have a singular and plural form, okay, plus a masculine and feminine form. We use o and a. You say o and a, even before people's names, proper nouns. Let's put them in practice just to see. Okay, line 1. Take a look there. Line 1. We have there o menino, o. We say o. For the letter o, we say o or o. In this case, o. O menino, singular, equals the boy. The boy. The plural, we say os meninos, os meninos, os, plural, os meninos, equal the boys. In English, you have just the. It means singular and plural. No matter, right? So it's easier in English. In Portuguese, you have o for singular and os for plural. Okay, in number 2, we have there line 2, a menina, singular, equals the girl, the girl. As meninas, plural, as meninas, plural. It means the girls, okay? And you just use the. As or a makes no difference for you, the. But in Portuguese, we have a and o, depending if it is masculine or feminine, okay? Okay. Let's see line 3. O homem. O homem. Homem means man. O homem. It means the man. Okay? The plural of man is homens. So, os homens. Then we say os homens, plural. Okay? The man. You keep the same the, right? Okay. In line 4, we have there a mulher. singular. A mulher means the woman, the woman. The plural, as mulheres, okay? And you say the women. You keep the women, the same. In line 5, we have a casa. Casa means house, casa, in Portuguese, casa, okay? A casa, it means the house, okay? When you put in plural, we say as casas, okay? The houses, the same V. Interesting, okay. Number 6, now, line 6, o carro. Carro, strong R, carro, means the car, okay? O carro, the car. The plural is os carros, the cars, okay? Well, now line 7, a escola, a escola. A escola means the school, the school. The plural is as escolas. As escolas, plural, mean the schools, okay? A escola, as escolas, is a feminine name. O carro, in line 6, you see, is masculine name. O carro, okay? O carro, the cars, plural. Okay, let's go now to number 8, line 8. A igreja. A igreja, okay? Igreja means church. A igreja, the church. The plural, as igrejas. As igrejas. The plural is the churches. The churches, okay? Number 9. Line 9. O professor. O professor. Or we can say a professora for the feminine form. A professora. Professor, right, is not the same as professor in English. Professor in Portuguese means teacher, the teacher, okay? Professor, for you, professor, it means a guy with a PhD, right? A degree in PhD is a professor. But in Brazil, if you say professor, they will understand teacher, unless you say a PhD professor, to give that difference. Otherwise, they will consider teacher, right? Are you a teacher or are you a professor? Okay? Okay, then, o professor, let's consider the teacher, the normal teacher. A professora, the teacher too, you say the same, right? But the feminine is professora, okay? O professor, the teacher, masculine. A professora, the teacher, feminine, okay? The plural, okay? We say os professores, you see how we make plural for that? You add es, professores, professor, professor, professores, okay? In the feminine, we say as professoras. As professoras is the teachers, is the feminine name, as professoras. When you say the teachers are here, you must say who? The men or the women? Right? You have to explain. In line 10, we have another word, o cinema. Cinema, okay? Not cinema, cinema. Cinema is the movie theater. But cinema ends with letter A, okay? And it's not feminine. Okay, normally, letter A, we consider feminine. Letter O, we consider masculine, okay? But o cinema, not a cinema. O cinema, the movie theater. The plural, we say os cinemas, plural, okay? Os cinemas. In English, the movie theaters, okay? In line 11, we have o doutor. Doutor is doctor, okay? But o doutor is the masculine form for the doctor. A doutora is the feminine form for the doctor, okay? We have that distinction in our language. It's different from English. So, o doutor, a doutora, masculine, feminine. In English, the doctor. The plural, os doutores, the masculine form, doutores, okay? And the feminine form, we say as doutoras, okay? Plural. And in English, the doctors. All right. Let's go now for our next page. As you can see, we can learn here some vocabulary, a little bit of plural, okay? It's good. We can put things together. Let's see in our page 2, number 2, I'm going to talk about the definite article before proper nouns. You don't have those things in English, in a way or the other, but not for people, okay? In Portuguese, we might use a definite article before a proper noun. Let's see some examples, okay? Line 1. We say in English, George is here. But in Portuguese, we say, o George está aqui. O George está aqui. We put that o George. Literally, as I put there, it means the George. The George is here. But you don't say that in your language. Huh? The George is here. The Mary is here. But in Portuguese, you put that the before the noun. Okay? It's common. It's the normal. Huh? So we say the George is here. This is in Portuguese. I put that just to show you what you must do in Portuguese and not do in English, of course. So George is here in English. But literally we say the George is here. But we can also say George is here. The same way. But that second way is not common. It's not common in Brazilian Portuguese, okay? Not common. Sometimes I hear people say Jorge está aqui. Jorge está aqui without the O. But normally you're going to say o Jorge está aqui. If I say Mary is here, I'm going to say the Mary is here. Okay? That's the way we say. Then let's see in line 2 another situation. Mr. I put the abbreviation there, MR. Mr. Baker is at home. But in Portuguese we say o senhor Baker está em casa. O senhor. Mr. is senhor. MR, we have the abbreviation SR. SR is the abbreviation for senhor, okay? O senhor Baker está aqui. O senhor Baker está em casa. Mr. Baker is at home. Mr. Baker is here, for example. But we say in Portuguese, the Mr. Baker. No? It's strange for you. The Mr. Baker is here. Right? But we can also say, as I said, Senhor Baker está em casa. But it's not very usual. Okay? You have to say the first way. Put the "the" before. The Mr. Baker is here. In Portuguese. Remember that. It's a different way. Okay? Well, now for countries in this case. For example, in line 3 you have Brazil. Brazil is a large country. Brazil is a large country. Then I put o Brasil é grande país. Large é grande, okay? Okay? Large é grande. País is country, okay? But then I say o Brasil. If I could translate literally, should be the Brazil is a large country, but you don't say that, the Brazil, okay? You put the in the name of your country, the United States. The United States is a powerful country. The United States is a powerful country. It is the United States. That the is part of the name. Okay, then in this case, It's common for you to put the. You don't say the England or the France or the Spain. You just say Spain, England, Italy, France, etc. Then, os Estados Unidos. You consider the United States is a powerful country, but in Portuguese, since we say the United States plural, in Portuguese we don't say is, we say the United States are a powerful country. But are for you is incorrect, but for us in Portuguese is the correct way. So, os Estados Unidos são país poderoso. Os Estados Unidos são país poderoso. Okay? Another example, now in line 5. England is out of the European Union. England is out of the European Union. But we say, a Inglaterra está fora da União Europeia. A Inglaterra está fora da União Europeia. Ok? A Inglaterra está fora da União Europeia. All right. You don't use the England, but literally when you say that in Portuguese you must put the England, just in case of Portuguese. Then you say a Inglaterra está fora da União Europeia. So these are for proper noun, okay? Let's see now our next page. In our next page, we put there indefinite articles. Indefinite articles. In Portuguese, you can see on the other side of the page, artigos indefinidos. Artigos mean articles, artigo, article. Indefinidos, indefinite, indefinido, okay? Artigos indefinidos, plural. Okay, you have in English a and an, which are equivalent in Portuguese to and uma. Means a. It also means the number one. When you say dois, 1, 2, 3, dois, três. May be a or simply one. It can be both, right? And uma. Is for masculine names and uma for feminine. For feminine names. Okay, let's see the example here. Let's see some examples. In line 1, we have there menino. Menino. Menino is boy. Menino is a boy, masculine. You have to see one thing. When the word ends by letter O, it means the word is masculine. When it ends by letter A, generally, more than 99%, we consider feminine. For example, the name America is a feminine word. America is she. But if you say Americo, if you put the O, it's masculine. It's like when you say in Portuguese Maria, okay? And a feminine name. The masculine name is Mario. Mario is the masculine name for Maria. You understand? So this is it. But there are some cases that it doesn't end with A or O, and then you have to memorize that. We have no other way. Then let's take a look at the examples. Menino, a boy, masculine. Uma menina, a girl, feminine. Uma menina, menino, menina. Uma casa. Casa is house, a house, feminine, okay? Casa is feminine because the word ends by letter A, casa, so it's feminine. And don't think those things happen just in Portuguese. It happens in Spanish, in Italian, in French, it's the same. They are all Latin languages. Huh? Okay, Portuguese is a mixture of French, Italian, and Spanish. You have words from these three languages, from French, Italian, and Spanish. Okay? You also have in English, I can show you later, practically 60%, 60, more than half of the words you have in your language, in the English language, come from Latin. This is fantastic. 8% from Greek. Then we have in common a good amount of words that come together from Latin and Greek in your language. Okay? One person told me, because I could notice that Americans, for example, they say, when I said to an American guy that there was 58% of Latin in English, that man told me, well, mister, I think you forgot something. He said to me, he told me, I learned in my college time that French is about 29% of the English language. Then I have to say to him, well, I agree with you, but French is Latin, and you don't understand that, but French is Latin, okay? French is not other thing. So everything that you have from French, then if you adds up the parts, then he said it was 29% French. He could see that it was really Latin, okay? There are some videos in YouTube talking about the history of the English language, and there you can see that amount of words. Then it's not going to be difficult to understand lots of things. You see, I put here masculine. In Portuguese is masculino. You just change the E at the end for O. Feminine. You just change the E. Feminino. Practically the same. The word singular is the same. We don't say singular, but we write it the same way. We say singular. Plural is the same way, but we say plural. The pronunciation is plural. Singular and plural. Singular and plural. You see, in letter A, basic grammar. Basic é básico, básica. Grammar, gramática. You see on the other side, we have the translation, gramática básica. It's just inverted, the position of the words, right? You keep an order different from the Latin languages, okay? But French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and even Romanian. Romanian is also a Latin language, okay? It's the most different one from the Latin language, but is Latin too. Okay, then you see there are many words that are very similar. You see, total communication. Total, in Portuguese is total. Total is the same, right? Communication. You say comunicação. You see how similar they are? Comunicação. That ends são. C-A-O, são, means shan. Communication. Everything you have Asian comes from Latin, and people don't know. But if you are in doubt, take a look in your dictionary, look it up, and you'll see that the origin is Latin. So there are many words in Asian that you can use in Portuguese. You just change the Asian for são, comunicação. For example, conversation. You're gonna say conversação. You understand? Or lesson, this comes from French. In Portuguese is lição. Page is French. In Portuguese is página. You see, the root are the same. Even article. We say artigos, articles. A little bit similar. Okay? Indefinite, we say indefinidos. When you say definitely, we also say not definitely, but we say definitivamente. That li at the end is equal mente in Portuguese. I'm telling you that because you're going to see that Portuguese is not so difficult as you may think it is. Okay? I think you're going to learn that. Okay, let's return here. Let's go to line number 4. It was just an explanation. Let's go to line number 4. Hotel. We don't say hotel. It's hotel. This word is French word. Hotel. Okay, but you say a hotel. Hotel is a masculine name. A hotel. Hotel. Number 5. Hospital. Hospital. You say hospital. Okay? Hospital. A hospital. It's a masculine name. You know the words hotel, hospital, they come from French. It's the same in Portuguese. Okay? Same in Portuguese. But the difference is that in Portuguese, in French, in Italian, in Spanish, you don't pronounce that H at the beginning of the word. It's like you say, down here, I put here, honest. Honest. In line 9, I put uma pessoa honesta. An honest person. Honest comes from French. The H is mute. But hotel and hospital should be mute too, if you follow the French rule. Okay? Every time you see an H in Portuguese starting a word, it has no sound. Okay? It has no sound. Absolutely no sound. It just has some sound in the middle of the word. We're going to see those examples. Okay? Well, in number 6, uma escola. A school. Escola. Escola. You see the root? Escola, school. You have the word scholar. Scholar. Scholar, for us here in Brazil, a scholar is a student that goes to school. This is a scholar. A scholar bus is a bus school. But in English, scholar is a very smart guy, a savvy guy. Huh? Okay, but this is different. This comes from Latin, but in English, there was a distortion of the real meaning from Latin. We have something like that. Well, in number 7, we have there uma maçã. Maçã. Sã. You see that C, cedil? That C, okay, with that little comma, it is equivalent to double S. Sã, maçã. Like you say, I have a son. Son. The same sound. Ma son. Ma son. It could be my son. My son. My son. My son is an apple. An apple. Okay? An apple is a feminine name. Uma laranja. Laranja. Uma laranja. An orange. We use the word laranja. And you keep the French way. Orange, orange, que é laranja. We don't use in Portuguese, but, okay? This is a feminine name. In number 9, we have uma pessoa honesta. Uma. An honest person. I put honest. The H has no sound. An honest person. Honest. If I say você é honesto, você é honesto. You are honest. Okay? An honest person. Feminine. Okay. In number 10, uma hora atrás. An hour ago. An hour ago. Uma hora. Hora. Hour. Comes from French. Hour is Latin. An hour ago. Atrás. Ago. Estudante. This word may be masculine and feminine, but then I put estudante, seria a student, masculine for you. Uma estudante is feminine. A student, feminine. Okay? Uma estudante or estudante. All right. Line 13. Uma universidade. Uma universidade. A university. A university. Feminine. A university. Okay? Uma universidade. University, universidade. It comes from Latin too. Uma, one university, or a university. In line 14, we have avião. 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 Avião means airplane. Avião. Avião. Airplane. Okay? Avião. An airplane. It's masculine. Okay, people. Let's consider here the end for this lesson. I hope to give you many new and interesting lessons, okay? This method is going to be very dynamic, very interesting, and I hope you like it, okay? And if you can, or if you could, subscribe to my channel, give a like if you like, or a dislike if you don't like, and I hope to see you in our next class, all right? Thank you.